Are you a homeowner in Tennessee facing the possibility of foreclosure? Well, then you may have heard of a legal alternative called a deed in lieu of foreclosure. But how exactly does this work under the Tennessee law? In this video, we'll explain the process, its advantages and its disadvantages, and how to get started if you're considering this option. So what exactly is a deed in lieu of foreclosure in Tennessee? Let's break it down. In Tennessee, a deed in lieu of foreclosure allows you to transfer your home's title directly to your lender. This means that instead of going into the actual foreclosure process, the bank will agree to settle your mortgage and your debt in full by accepting the title. Once the title transfer is complete, then the foreclosure process is canceled and your debt is technically forgiven. There are 4 things to consider under Tennessee law. And before making this decision, here are the 4 things that you should think about. Number 1, the tax consequences. In Tennessee, when your debt is forgiven through a deed in lieu of foreclosure, you may potentially be taxed on the forgiven amount. The IRS treats the forgiven debt as income, and you could face federal tax consequences. It's always smart to speak to a Tennessee tax professional or an attorney who is fully able to understand your potential tax liabilities. Number 2, consider lender acceptance. In Tennessee, lenders are not required to accept a deed in lieu of foreclosure, and your lender may flat out refuse if there are other liens on the property or if they believe that the foreclosure will recover more money for the bank. So be sure to contact your lender directly to find out if this option is actually on the table for you. The number 3rd thing to consider is the impact on your credit. Even though a deed in lieu is less damaging than an actual foreclosure, it still does have an effect on your credit score. And this will remain on your credit report for several years. But again, many experts have agreed that a deed in lieu of foreclosure is less impactful than an actual foreclosure on your credit report. And the number 4th thing that you should consider is you're actually giving up the ownership of your property. Unlike a traditional short sale route, you're not going to make any money from this transaction, and essentially you will just be giving your home away to clear your entire debt. So the biggest advantage of a deed in lieu of foreclosure in Tennessee is that it releases you from your mortgage debt entirely. Once you sign over the deed, the bank will cancel your mortgage and forgive all of your previous missed payments, and this allows you to actually avoid foreclosure, which can be drawn out, stressful, and sometimes public. And of course, the biggest disadvantage, I would say, is that you are losing your home. And in Tennessee, you're not going to make any money from this arrangement, unfortunately. You're simply handing over the property in exchange for the debt forgiveness. So do make sure that you're prepared for the emotional and financial consequences of going with the deed in lieu of foreclosure. So what actually happens after the deed is signed and you've handed over the title to your bank? So after the deed is signed and the title is accepted by your lender, the mortgage is considered settled in Tennessee, and you will no longer have any more payments on the loan. The foreclosure process will just stop entirely, and you're no longer going to be owing any debt on the property. And again, at that point, you will have to move out of the property and also hand over the property to the bank. Your debt will be forgiven, however, you may trigger financial tax implications, so make sure again to consult with an attorney. So when is this a good option for homeowners who are facing foreclosure in Tennessee? So this could be a good option if you've exhausted all of your other options. You've tried a loan modification, you've tried a short sale, and you're so underwater, you simply just can't afford to make any mortgage payments, and you've exhausted all other options. This is going to avoid the foreclosure process, and it's going to be a less time-consuming process for you. So if you're thinking of moving forward with the deed in lieu, the first step would be to contact your lender to see if that's even an available option for you. If that is an option that they're willing to exercise, then you want to go ahead and contact an attorney, a legal representative, someone here local in Tennessee that's preferably based and well-versed in foreclosure law, and then you want to submit that deed in lieu to your bank and have your attorney do that for you. If your lender agrees to that, then you're gonna need to submit all of the necessary paperwork, which again, your attorney will be able to help you. But in this process, they are gonna wanna do a full and thorough review of your entire mortgage. They're gonna look for any liens on the property, any second mortgages, and any transfers of title that may have happened over the last couple of years. So even though foreclosure is an extremely difficult process, a deed in lieu in foreclosure may offer you a potentially smoother and less stressful solution than facing the entire foreclosure process. Make sure, again, you're consulting with attorneys, tax professionals, and at all times, your lender ahead of time to make sure you know what your rights are. So I hope you found this video helpful as far as a deed in lieu foreclosure. If you have any more foreclosure questions, please drop them in the comments below. I'm Molly with Cash Out on My Home, and we have bought over 250 homes in Tennessee and in Georgia and Alabama since 2017, and we've worked with a handful of homeowners facing foreclosure. We'd love to be able to provide you any options and discuss what your alternatives may be, or if you're just looking for a flat out cash offer and looking to sell your property, we would love to provide you our most fair offer. Feel free to visit our website at cashoutonmyhome.com or give us a call at the number below. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next video.